students. Myself is Amit Sharma. I am assistant professor in IMT group of colleges in BJMC department. Today we are going to discuss uh, television and introduction. As you know that television is an integral part of our life. Uh, though technology has changes quite a lot, and we are moving towards a digital age where OTT platforms are emerging very rapidly, but still television has still a part of our life. And um, when you don't watch television, you feel that you are missing something. So today we are going to discuss the television, how it started in India, a brief history of television in India, and then we will discuss the characteristics of television. What are the characteristics of the television? So let's start with the history of television in India. Our first topic is history of television in India. Friends, as we know that television came to India on September 15, 1959. It is the date that you should remember, September 15, 1959. It came with an experimental transmission from Delhi. It was a modest beginning with a makeshift studio, a low power transmitter, and only 21 community television sets. All the setup was organized by the All India Radio because there was no setup for television at that time. It was just a beginning, a very humble beginning. So All India Radio, the staff of All India Radio managed all the things. They made a fifth over studio there, this very small studio with only 21 community television sets. So All India Radio provided the enduring and programming professionals. In starting it was restricted to for a very lower area. So a daily 1 hour service with a news bulletin was started in 1965. In the year 1965, from that year, a 1 hour bulletin was started regularly. And in 1972, television services were extended to a second city, Mumbai. So the television started on 15th September. Let's revise once. 15th September 1959. This is the date when television started. And in 1965. And in 1965, a 1 hour bulletin was started. And in 1972, the television, another city was included in this. It was Mumbai. Right now it is basically at that time it was Bombay. Right now we call it Mumbai. So in 1972, television, a second studio was established in Mumbai. And in 1967, a very famous program, Krishi Darshan. Krishi Darshan was started. As you know that Krishi Darshan is the most long-lasting program of television. It is still broadcast, and it was basically this Krishi program was for the farmers, and it still has viewership right now also. So in 1972, in 1965, 1 hour television bulletin was started, and then 1967, Krishi Darshan program was started, and 1972, another television studio was started in Mumbai. So after that, in 1970, in 1975, 76, site program was started. What is SITE? SITE is Satellite Instructional Television Experiment. SITE is satellite, S for satellite, I for instructional, T for television, E for experiment. So satellite instructional television experiment. It was started in 1975-76. It was basically an experiment for the educational purpose. Few villages were included in this program, and some educational programs were broadcast to the villages. In 1976, in 1976, commercials were launched. Commercials were launched. Commercials were launched in television. And in this year, and it was the year 1976 when Doordarshan delinked from All India Radio. It was the year in 76, television delinked from All India Radio. Then the biggest breakthrough came in 1982. 1982 was the year when color television was launched. It was the year when color television was launched. You still remember that in 1982, ACR were organized. ACR were organized in New Delhi, and it was a very big event at that time. And lots of preparation were made for this ACR. The Shubhankar was for that ACR. It was a very big event at that time, very famous event, and that's why at that time television, the government decided to convert to change the black and white television technology into the color television technology. And in 92 and 82 also, it was the year when live was started in television. So 82 is a very important 82 is a very important year for in the history of Indian television. You should remember it. After that, the entertainment, because when television was started, it was not basically for entertainment. Basically, it was for information and for educational purpose. The basic purpose of television was to start television in India. Was for educational purpose. And what happened that in coming years, especially in mid 80s, it converted into entertainment. The entertainment parts joined the entertainment part joined the television. And in what happened in 92? It was Hum Log, yeah, in 1984, yeah, 1984 was the year. In 1984, a very famous TV serial, Hum Log, was launched. So this was the era of television. That 80s was basically the 80s was the era of television, and television penetrates to each and every house in India. We started calling it idiot box also, because this was the time that serials were started to telecast on the television, and the serials were started to telecast on the television, and these serials were so impressive, and this was the first experience for the people that they used to go to before coming to before the launching of television in India for entertainment. The people have to they had to go to the cinema halls for the entertainment. The movies were the only source of entertainment at that time, except the radio. But radio was not a visual medium. If you talk about visual medium, movies were the only source of entertainment for the people, and for that they had to go to the cinema halls. and it was not very convenient at that time. So when television started and entertainment came to your home, in your drawing room, in your bedroom, it brings some drastic change in your society. Uh, the whole scenario started to change. People started to cling to their television sets. uh, some serials became very famous, like Hum Log was the starting of the serial in '84. It was started. Hum Log was we can call it the first mega serial of the TV. After that came so many serials in a row, like after Hum Log it was. There are so many serials like the Ramayana was very famous, the Mahabharat was very famous. Uh, these serials were so much popular that when these serials, especially Hum Log and Mahabharat, they when these serials telecast, the lane, the mohalla became deserted. The lane became deserted. The road became deserted at that time because people were watching television on that at that time. So these were the popularity of of these shows. हम ये तो है जिंदगी, it was another one of the very famous serial. Bunyad was one of the very famous serials. In fact, what happened in this Corona period, you know that Doordarshan started showing its past serials, its old serials. Uh, Even a channel is also started called DD Retro, and people still the Ramayana, and when Doordarshan started showing Ramayana when it was lockdown in Corona period. So this time also it became very famous. People liked it a lot. So it was a time in 80s, mid 80s, people started watching television, and they started to love the television. The evening time that used to be for their family, they used to be for their other social activities. The TV started to steal that time because it became habit for the people that watching serials what came into in their habit. So these serials were and this is the time when television called idiot box. So this was the time the television came idiot box. So if we if if we conclude this, and just to summarize that television came to India on September 15, 1959 with experimental transmission from Delhi. It was a modest beginning with a makeshift studio, a low power transmitter, only 21 community television sets, with only 21 community television sets. All India Radio provided the engineering and program professionals a daily 1 hour service with a news bulletin of the Saturday 1965. In 1972, television services were extended to a second city, Mumbai. By 1975, television stations came up in Calcutta, Chennai, Srinagar, Amritsar, and Lucknow. In 1975-76, the satellite instructional television experiment brought television programs for people in 2,400 villages in the most inaccessible of the least developed areas through a satellite linked to India for 1 year. So these were some major steps when we talk about when we talk about the history of television in India. Now let's move to the characteristics of television. So erase it now. So the first characteristic is that television is a audio, video, or we can say it's audio visual medium. We know that television content includes both sound and visual. Before television, it was only radio. It was only radio, and radio wasn't completely audio medium. So television brings the visual to the people. So television is an audio video medium, and we know that visual is the most important part. If you we say that if you want to remember something, you must see it, because once you see it, it's not easy to forget it. So television content includes both sound and visuals. This audio-visual character of television makes it a magic medium. We call it magic medium, which allows us to watch the world from our drawing room. This powerful visual nature helps television to create vivid impression in our mind, which in turn leads to emotional involvement. This audio-visual quality also makes television images more memorable. So this audio video quality is very important part of television. It's a very important feature of television. This visual part, visuals makes it a very powerful medium. Now come to the second characteristics. The second characteristic is it's a domestic medium. It's a domestic medium. As we talked about, that you can television brings the whole world of entertainment into your drawing room. We can watch television in the comfort of our home with our family. This is this is why television is regarded as a domestic medium. We can watch it with the comfort on our sofa, on our bed. So this comfort comes with this television, and it provides entertainment and information right inside our home, and has become an integral part of our everyday life. It can actually pattern our daily activities. This domestic nature of television influence the content also. We have noticed that newspapers report has an important tone, whereas the television anchor addresses us directly. The domestic nature of television makes the viewers experience a sense of closeness to the television. So what happens that we watch television with with our comfort, and when we watch television from our drawing room, when we watch television from from our bedroom on the sofa with a ease, with a comfort, with your own convenience, while having our tea, while having our breakfast, while having our, so you feel that the whole world of entertainment came to your home. So this is a very powerful feature of television, and it's a domestic medium. You don't have to go to somewhere else to watch it. So this is a very powerful medium. The third characteristic of television is that it's a live medium. You know that this characteristics of television makes it very powerful. Television is able to uh, show something live. We watch television at our home at the same time. The moment, like we are watching, like we are watching IPL these days. We don't have to go to the Abu Dhabi or Sharjah, Dubai to watch the whole match, because this is the power of television. Because the public is not allowed, the audience is not allowed in the stadium, but still the matches are organized, and all the people all over world are watching it, and entertaining themselves. So it's because it's a live medium. The very important characteristics of television is that it is capable of being a live medium. This is because the live nature of television allows it to transmit visuals and information instantly. This capacity of the medium makes it ideal for transmitting live visuals of news and sports events. Television allows us to witness events which happen thousands of miles away. Like I said just now, that what if the event happening thousands of miles away, but we can watch it at the same time, at the same moment, with the comfort, with all the comfort at our home. And the next characteristics is that it is mass medium. Well, anyone with a television receiver can access the information shown on television. This makes it an ideal medium of transmitting messages to a large audience. In a country like ours with a huge illiterate population, this characteristics of television makes it an ideal instrument for transmitting social messages. Television also has a very wide output range and reach. It is truly a mass medium. When we talk about the mass medium, television is the most important. Television is the most powerful tool. Which one is the most powerful tool? TV is considered as the most powerful tool. But it was we are talking about before the coming of internet. So TV was the most powerful tool for the as a mass media because what happens in newspapers, only literate people can read newspapers, and with radio, you can reach to a large number of people, but radio is a completely an audio medium, so there is you can't show visuals with the radio. But TV, as I told you, that audio, both TV has a both feature. It's a audio visual medium. So even the illiterate people can watch something, can watch the news. So or the education program. So so TV is the most powerful mass medium. Uh, Mass media. And the fifth characteristics is that transitory medium. Look, Look what happens. It's a transitory medium. It may be practically impossible to record every program which appears on your television. Therefore, television is generally identified as a transitory medium. It means whatever is coming, whatever you are watching, is going to fade away in moment. Once it is past, it is past. You don't have a facility like you are when you are reading a newspaper. If you miss something, you can go back to that line, or you can go back to that to word. If you are not understanding a word, you can refer a dictionary also. But what happens in television, that it's a transitory medium. Once a moment has passed, it has been passed. You can't go back to the time. So it's a transitory medium. Now comes to the last characteristics of television, that it's an expensive medium. But television is quite expensive when we talk about when we consider it as a when we consider it as establishing TV stations. A large amount of machinery and expertise needed to run a television station. Broadcast media in general and television in particular involves complex technology and organization. We will need crores of rupees to start a television station. So it's not easy to launch a television channel or something like that. Though it's quite an expensive medium. You need a lots of money to start your own channel. That's why. But as far as people are concerned, it's not that much expensive. But when you talk about the whole technology, yes, it is very expensive. So these are the six characteristics of television. The first was audio. That television is a audio visual medium. The second is television is a domestic medium. The third is that television is a live medium. The fourth is television is a mass medium. The fifth is television is a transitory medium, and the sixth is television is expensive medium. So today we discussed about the history of television in India and then the characteristics of television. Hope you understand it well. Thank you very much.